Hey guys, so today we're gonna be making brunch. So I'm preparing a mini brunch just for me and my family, and you guys can prepare it for your family as well. I'm gonna be making strawberry waffles, some home fries, sausage, scrambled egg with cheese. So without further ado, let's get started in making our brunch. Okay guys, so I'm gonna start by making the home fries first. So I have my potatoes here and I'm just cutting them into small cubes. Okay, so you don't want to have them too big. You want to cut them kind of on the small medium size, that way they'll cook faster and they come out absolutely perfect. So cut them more on the small side and I'm just cutting them into small cubes. Okay, so next I'm gonna cut up the veggies I'm using in my home fries. So I'm gonna cut up some bell peppers. I'm using red and green bell peppers today, and I'm also gonna cut up some red onion and some carrots. So for the veggies, especially the bell peppers and the onion, I like to cut them a little bit on the larger side, like in maybe I'll say cut them up into cubes, medium-sized cubes. I don't want it to be cut too small so that when I'm cooking it, it burns, even though I add them last. Okay, so try to cut everything in at the same size, if you understand what I'm saying. And lastly, my carrots, I cut them up into some slices. Okay, so once you have all your ingredients ready for the home fries, you're gonna get your frying pan over medium high heat. You want the pan to be nice and hot, and then add in some oil into the bottom of the pan. You don't want to add too much oil, just enough to fry the potatoes and make the home fries. Okay, so add in the oil, and once the oil is nice and hot, it must be hot, add in your potatoes. Give that a mix into the oil. Okay, and next you want to season up the potatoes. So to season my potatoes, I like using salt, a little bit of salt, some black pepper, 1 packet of Goya Sazon, about 1 tablespoon, and also some onion and garlic powder. Okay, and I like using the Sazon to add that nice color into my potatoes, and it comes out looking amazing and tasting delicious. Okay, you could also use paprika here, and just mix the seasoning into the potatoes really well. And then you guys, I'm gonna cover my pot. You want to cover the frying pan and let the potatoes cook over medium to medium high heat for about 5 to 8 minutes. Since they're cut on the smaller side, they're not gonna take that long to cook. But yeah, cover it, and every, I would say maybe 2 to 3 minutes, I uncover the pot. Give it a stir so that the potatoes can get that nice golden brown color all over. Okay, so after the potatoes have been cooking for about, I'll say about 4 minutes or so, you want to go in and add in the carrots. Mix it into the potatoes and then cover it back and let the potatoes finish cooking. Okay, so once the potatoes is almost finished cooking, so you should be able to take a knife or a fork and pierce it, and it goes through, but it might still be a little bit tough. So at that point, you want to add in the rest of the veggies. So the peppers, onions, you want to add it in now and give it a good mix with everything. And at this point, you let the potatoes and veggies finish cooking to a tenderness you like, especially the veggies. All right, if you want it to still have a slight crisp bite to it, you're not gonna leave it for that long, probably just until the potatoes is fully cooked. Okay, and of course at this point, taste the potatoes and adjust the seasonings as needed. Okay, and once everything is cooked, you guys, that is it for the home fries. You can set it aside. If it has too much oil in it, what you can do is place that in a colander or like a strainer and let the oil drip. Okay, that's a tip for you if you'd like to remove with too much oil in the potatoes. Alright, so now let's move on to our sausage. So the sausage is pretty easy to cook, but I'm gonna show you guys how I usually do mine real quick. So this is the sausage I'm using here. It's a brown sugar and honey flavored sausage links. Okay, so I'm getting my frying pan and I put just a little bit of oil in it. You don't want to add too much. I probably have a little bit too much here. It's okay. And I'm placing my sausage links into the pot, and you guys, I'm just gonna cook it for about 4 minutes or so until it's fully cooked all over. And for the last minute of cooking, especially if your sausage isn't brown sugar and honey flavored, and you want to add a little pizzazz to it, what you can do is add in some honey, drizzle in some honey on top of the sausage, or even maple syrup. If you have, you can make maple flavored sausages and let it cook with that for about 2 minutes or so, and that is it. Set your sausage aside and let's move on to our next menu item. Okay guys, so now I'm gonna make the strawberry waffles. These are so good. Alright, so you want to get a large bowl and place some flour into the bowl, and then in there I'm gonna add in some baking powder, a little bit of salt, and some sugar. Basically you add in all the dry ingredients in one bowl and then give it a mix to incorporate everything together and set it aside. Next you're gonna get another bowl, okay, and that's gonna be for the liquid ingredients. So in here I'm gonna add my eggs. I'm gonna beat the eggs a little bit, and then I'm gonna add in the milk and the vanilla extract. You want to add in all the liquid ingredients, mix it to incorporate everything together until it's well blended. Okay, so now I'm gonna cut up some strawberries. So you're gonna need about 1 cup, half a cup to a cup of fresh strawberries, and what you want to do is cut them into small little pieces, not tiny pieces, but like small chunks, okay, as you see me cutting here. And make sure the strawberries are fresh. It's really important that it's fresh and it's not soft or soggy, because then it's going to make your waffles soggy. All right, so cut up the strawberries, and now let's put everything together. So get the bowl with the flour mixture and then pour in the liquid ingredients into the dry ones, and you're gonna use a pot spoon to mix everything together until the batter comes together. All right, so after you finish adding in all of the liquid ingredients into the dry ingredients, if the batter is still a little bit too thick, you could add in a little bit more milk. It shouldn't be the case. It usually doesn't happen when I follow this recipe, but just in case. All right, and yeah, once you add in the liquid ingredients, mix it really well until you have a batter. It's okay if the batter has lumps, you'll be fine. That is totally okay. And next, you guys, I'm gonna take the strawberry pieces and I'm gonna fold it into the batter. So add it in there and just fold it in until it's mixed into it. And next, what I'm gonna do is, so there's 2 things you can do at this point for your strawberry waffles. You could add in about 2 drops of red food coloring, just to give the batter that pinkish color from strawberries. Or what I've also done before and it's worked is make some strawberry syrup. So strawberry, sugar, a little bit of water, and you kind of boil it until it makes that syrup, and add like 1 piece of the strawberry or a little spoonful of the syrup, and that'll give it a nice light pink color. Okay, the strawberry syrup would also add more of that flavor in there. All right, and that's it. Mix it up lightly just to incorporate that color in the batter, and then we're gonna get ready and start making our waffles. So I got my waffle maker. I sprayed it with nonstick cooking spray, and I'm just gonna add a good spoonful of that batter into my waffle maker, spread it out, close it down, cook it for a few minutes or so. Follow the directions on your waffle maker, of course, and then you should have perfect crisp on the outside, delicious strawberry waffles, you guys. So following this recipe, I usually get about 4 to 5 waffles on using my waffle maker. Okay, so yeah, so now you guys, let's move on. I'm gonna show you how to make a really simple, delicious vanilla icing drizzle that you can put on top of your waffles, or of course you can use regular syrup. Okay, okay, so in my bowl I have some powdered confectioners sugar. I'm adding in a little bit of vanilla extract for flavor, and then you want to add some milk. I'm using whole milk, and you want to add it like a tablespoon at a time. Okay, and just use a fork to mix that together until it forms a nice, smooth, sort of runny drizzle for your pancakes. And that's it, you guys. Just add the milk a little at a time until you have the consistency you're looking for, like this. And that is it. That's it. So lastly, I'm going to show you guys how I make my fluffy scrambled eggs with cheese. So in my pan, I'm adding a little bit of butter, and then I beat my eggs separate in another cup. Make sure you beat it first, and then you're going to pour that into the pot. Make sure your heat is on low heat, okay? You don't want this to be on high heat when you're making the scrambled eggs. And then after you put it in there, you could be on medium low heat as well. You're going to use your pot spoon to stir the eggs as you see me doing, okay, while it's cooking. Okay, so next I'm gonna add in a little bit, not much, maybe about a tablespoon of whole milk into my eggs. You can actually add the whole milk in when you're beating it, and stir the milk with the eggs, and this is gonna make the eggs become even fluffier and make it delicious. Trust me on it. And yeah, you guys, once the eggs is like halfway cooked, I'm gonna start adding in the cheese. So the cheese I'm using today is Gouda cheese. It's gonna add a mild, delicious flavor to the eggs. So grate some Gouda cheese, or you can use cheddar cheese and sprinkle it into the eggs. Mix it really well and finish cooking the eggs however you prefer your eggs to be cooked when it's done, okay? And that is it for the scrambled eggs. And just like that, you guys, brunch for today is ready. So just serve yourself up, make your plate, add some of the scrambled eggs, some sausage, your waffles, the delicious home fries, and enjoy your homemade brunch at home with your loved ones. So simple and easy and delicious. Right here, I'm just dressing up my strawberry waffles. I added a little bit more strawberries on top, and then I added the vanilla drizzle on top, or you, like I said, you can use strawberry syrup or regular syrup here, okay? And that is it, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the recipes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see my upcoming videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Oh, I forgot to say, you can also serve this brunch with some delicious fresh fruits, okay? Like today, I added some fresh grapefruit to my meal, and it was so good. So if you'd like, you could add some grapefruit, you could add oranges, or a nice little fruit salad. But that is it, guys. Bye.